This is going in the Malibu that those aluminum heads are going on. Nice 4-bolt main block. Now here's a look at the deck surface, which is perfectly fine. I bought these cylinder heads off of Facebook. The guy bought these brand new. I think, if I remember right, I looked up the date on the end of the cylinder head. There's some numbers on it here somewhere. Is that in? Yes, that's in. Right there, that is the date. Tells you what the cylinder head is. I want to say they were 2014 heads, something like that. Anyways, he was going to build a 496. Guess he decided to go LS. So I picked up the cylinder heads. Fairly reasonable. Cheaper than new price, but I probably gave for them what he gave for them back in 2014. Anyways, the worst part of these cylinder heads is the chamber. And the worst part about the chamber is these massive ridges down in there around the valves. Maybe you can see how deep that is there. Not so bad around here. And they're horrible down in here. You can see there's a big old ridge there. All around out to there and there. Up to in this area here. Back over to there. And really that there is kind of laid back at an angle this way, but then it drops down steep, so you need to kind of blend that back out to here. Really that whole area should come back out here more, but I really didn't want to go too drastic there due to the fact that these are 119cc chamber heads. You'll be losing a lot of cc's if you really dig that out of there. And the pistons I have at 119cc, I believe, are around 10-to-1. Worst case scenario, will knock them down to 122s probably. I'll have about 9.5-to-1. That's the lowest compression I want to go on it. Anyways, I guess I should mention there is some CNC bowl blending down in there, but you can still catch a ridge there with your finger. It might show up, you can kind of see it there. Anyways, I had to polish all that up on the other cylinder head that I considered done. At least done as good as I want to do them. I mean, you could do more work to them, but they are what they are. I kind of wanted some Dragon Slayer heads, but with all this COVID crap, I couldn't even find any of them. I found one cylinder head and nobody had any idea when they could get some more. And the prices jumped way up. Alright, let's have a closer look at these Brodix heads. These are the BB2 Plus heads. Brodix heads I'm going to be installing on a 496. It's going to be going to my 79 Malibu. We'll look at this head first. This will be the way the cylinder head came from Brodix, and this will be a look at what I did to the cylinder head, the after effects. First we'll look at this one. I'll have to set this one on the floor. We can have a better look at that cylinder head. Okay, the stock form Brodix head from Brodix. First thing you see, there's square port. There's some slight CNC porting from Brodix. They kind of squared up the runners. You went back in there a little ways. There's a slight ridge back in there that really needs to be taken care of. Some of the ports are worse than others, but they're not that horrible. Everything up here looks good. We got Healy coils where the rocker studs are. The only thing that's a little troublesome to me is how deep these pockets are. And I guess it's not that troublesome, it's just when the engine's running and your cylinder heads actually tilt this way, those are pretty deep, so oil could fill up in there. It might try to suck some oil down through the guide. If you're racing only, that's probably not such a big deal. This is going on a engine that's not going to be a race build engine. It'll just be kind of a hot street strip car, I guess. Here is a look at the exhaust side as it comes from Brodix. No CNC porting anywhere on these. I have yet to put a gasket on it to see how it matches up. Really, the gasket ain't such a big deal. It's your header flange. And of course, the headers are on the car, as the car is still complete. Haven't even touched it in a while. We'll go for a little ride in it or something before I decide to pull the motor out. It has a 454 in it right now. It's nothing special. It's more of a cheapy rebuild. Here is the after effects of what I did to the cylinder heads. Some slight porting and polishing in the runners. Worst part is there's probably some shadows here. Like I say, I didn't go too crazy on them. I just kind of blended the where the CNC porting they stopped. There's some ridges there, so I knocked them out. You can kind of slightly see where it was there. It ended there. This side you can still see the CNC lines. Just kind of went around them all, smoothed them up. If I remember right, these two runners here were worse than these two runners. They've been slightly polished up. Look at the exhaust. Just kind of slightly smoothed them up in there, polished the rough casting off. Probably the lighting's not that good. Tough to get some good light in here. It either wants to glare off everything or leave shadows. Yeah. That light up in through there and you can see a little bit better what I did. Like I said, I didn't go super crazy, just kind of smoothed them up. But they're all four the same. And we'll have a look at the chamber here. I'll have to flip the head over. Here's the cylinder side. You can see in the chambers there's no more ridges here. Just blended them out where they're smooth. Did the exhaust side here, got rid of the big old ridges that were there also on the intake. Basically you're just getting rid of the ridges between there, over to there, up here to there. And you can see I polished down inside the runners there. That one, you can see in the intake a little bit there. The wrong one. Didn't go too drastic, just lightly touched them up. You know if it did anything or not, but it certainly didn't hurt it. So this head I'm considering finished. All I need to do is lap the valves in and then assemble it. And I have all the valves using Ferrea valves. That's the intake valve, the right length, and there's the exhaust, which are basically the same length as what Brodix recommends in these heads. So my installed height came out at, right off the top of my head, I can't remember, but they came out right for the springs I'm going to be running. I'm going to be running some pack springs in it. Engine's just going to have a hydraulic flat tappet cam in it. Like I say, it's not going to be no race engine because I want to drive the car. But it should run pretty good. It should be capable of running maybe in the high 10s. And it's nothing, it won't be anything special. 9.5 lung compression hydraulic flat tap cam is about mid 230s at half, 550 something left. And it'll be in my Malibu, 79 Malibu. Backed by a TKO 600 transmission with a 9-inch Ford in it with 373 gears. Just a little street strip driver. But more to come on these. I don't know if I'll show the heads, I might show them after I assemble them in this video. I haven't got that far yet, I still need to work on that one. I'll probably show them assembled. What the hell. Nothing better to do, I guess. Nothing else better to do. Need more videos. Worst part is making the videos. It takes a lot of time and effort. Really takes longer to upload them to YouTube. I think the last video I uploaded took 5 hours, maybe even longer than that. So, well, I'm a little slow doing that. I don't have the best internet service out here. But we'll get there when we get there. Alright, here's the finished product of the BB2 Plus big block Chevy heads that I am working on for my Malibu. One of my Malibus. This isn't actually cylinder 1, but I just marked everything to keep all the valves back in the same hole after I hand lapped them in. You can see the work I did to the chambers. Got rid of those big old nasty ridges. Tried to get them all the same. At least I thought I got them all the same. These tried to be consistent. Of course, we got an airplane going over. Looks like a FedEx plane. Or Wilson's in there. Anyways, back to the cylinder head. These, to me, they probably were consistent, but all of them had a little bit of core shift, so some of them I had to grind more on one side here than I did on that side. But actually this side, I guess. I didn't do anything over here. Did a little bit there. Well, I did a slight bit there, but quite a bit down here because those ridges were horrible. Just kind of polished the exhaust. I might have already showed that. I can't talk over the crap anymore. I had some dental work done and sound like a goofball talking anymore. Springs, retainers, good 10-degree retainers, 10-degree locks. These were double wound springs. They were actually in the S10, but I'm going to use them for braking on here because I have some different single springs I want to use on these heads. You can see the seals down in there. Same seals I used on the S10 heads. There is a spring seat, spring locator, whatever you want to call it. It's not a shim. These are set up at 176, I believe. I might have said it in the other video. There you can see the intakes, the finished product of the intake. They're all polished up. Other than that, the cylinder heads are done. But I did end up ruining 2 seals when I stuck them on. For some reason they wanted to split. I actually ruined 3, but the other one got totally destroyed because I couldn't get it back off. And for some reason they wanted to go on crooked and it kind of messed them up. But other than that, the cylinder heads are done. Waiting on my rotating assembly from the machine shop. It was supposed to be done last week. I still haven't heard nothing from them. I'm also working on another Turbo 400. That one's going to get a trans brake in it. That is for my Malibu, a different Malibu I've never showed on this channel. And here's the block that's going to go to the machine shop. This is going in the Malibu that those aluminum heads are going on. Nice 4-bolt main block. I'll take it over and have it decked and checked out, but it should be good. I just want to have it not quite 0 decked, but give her about 5,000 clearance. Because it's going to be down a little bit on compression. I think it's going to be like 9 something to 1. This should be fine for running crap gas. And a big block. Also been working on this bike. Spent the last couple days getting it running. Put a new cylinder head on it. I've been riding it around a little bit. Today, I'm going to go ride around on it some more. There's the cylinder head that was on it. The typical CRF problem of those titanium valves keep sucking themselves up in the head and your valves start hanging open. We bought a new cylinder head for it. This is not my bike. It's got the stainless steel valves in it. So I'm going to go ride it around a little more because it's warm out today. But should be some more on that engine. If I ever get my rotating assembly and I ever get that back from the machine shop after it's been decked. And the bad part is the rotating assembly, I might have mentioned this before, has been there since December. And it is March 14th. Almost, I think tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day, whatever day that ends up being. But anyways, that should do it for this video. Like, subscribe, share, comment. See you on the next one.